Hello guys, Angry Weasel here. Today I want to show off my Lowlife Autobomber. This is in Breach Hardcore League. I'm at the moment level 91, I have a little bit over 10k ES. So without further ado, let's do a map and check it out. And we can take a closer look at the setup after. It's just a straight up normal atoll map with a few mods on, nothing too special. Like, this build is mostly used for just clearing maps. You can kill bosses with it, but it doesn't feel as good to clear bosses with. It feels kind of clunky since you just have a... Oh, it's another exile there. Then you just have a 3-link flame blast. It's kind of slow. You can't do it. The damage is really good, so if you get the burn off, you're gonna kill them pretty fast. But yeah, it's basically just for clearing maps fast and easy. You fuckers die. Thank you. So as you can see, it handles breaches very well. No issues there. Have it. Alright guys, that was the build in action. Now, a quick disclaimer. This is not a cheap build at all. It's pretty expensive. There might be better ways to do it, but this was my take on it. It's the first time I ever built the Autobomber, but I'm quite satisfied with how it went. The only things I feel like I was missing is our wall discipline, but I simply cannot get the room for it. I could get room for it if I gave up on my flame blast, but I kind of don't want to do that, and it doesn't really feel needed in maps with the setup I have. So basically we're using an Assyrian Scepter, and of course Call of the Brotherhood, Shafts, Heretic's Veil, the Apple with Hooves, and then the Presence of Chaula. And yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of unique items. It's pretty expensive, at least in the Hardcore League. I presume it's also very expensive in the Softcore League. But yeah, I use some rare gloves. I was at one point using the unique gloves. You can do that, but the thing is that your Flame Blast becomes really expensive to use. But in the end, I really would like to have a +1 like glove for the extra damage on the Herald of Thunder. And then just a crystal belt. It's a bit of extra strength and yeah, good stats. Just a lot of resist on the ring because yeah, you are kinda starved for resist, so that's a good place to get it. And then a good shield. That's basically it. My link setups in the boots is Controlled Destruction, Hypothermia, added lightning damage, and increased area effect. I'm not crit, so I don't really need any crit in it. It's of course nice to get the elemental overload, but it's so often I don't even get to touch them before my heroes explode them. I have the Herald of Thunder, linked with added lightning, ice bite, and hypothermia. It seems to do really well. I don't know if it's optimal setup, but it's the setup I ended up with, and I feel like it's more than enough for maps. So I'm quite happy with it. It's still only a level 20, so it really gets a lot of extra damage. It gets like over 100 top end damage for one level, so it's really something I would like to get, but I haven't been able to so far. Then we have a Herald of Ice with increased area of effect, added lightning, and ice bite. Now in the 2 link here I have Mortal Call, cast when damage taken. It's really it feels really safe with this setup here because I have Warlord's Mark, so that means like when I'm mapping I all the time have 3 endurance charges up, so if I do take a hit I have a couple of seconds where I cannot take any physical damage. So it's really nice for just doing maps really fast, and yeah, it can't really get combo dimed by a lot of mobs unless it's like a lot of elemental damage. I have that liquid blood magic and discipline, and then I have temporal change. And in my scepter I have shield charge with faster attacks and summon flame golem. Now let's say you get a shield with a lot of resist on, so you can get rid of the 16 resist here. Then an unset ring where you can get the golem in and then get a fortify in there would be the optimal way to go. So you get even more defense for running maps. As I said, you can kill bosses with this. As you can see, my flame blast damage is quite high. So even like if you go in and here you have all the frenzy charges up with like the big damage boost, you have like 5k tooltip on it. And if you get the burn, they will most likely die. But like I just like it's such a boss killing build. Like you can do it for sure. And see with Silver Flask up, it is decent. But it's not what the build is mainly for. It's just for clearing maps fast, having a good time with that, and yeah, you can have some other builds that excels as killing bosses. My tree is quite straightforward. I feel like. Of course, getting the energy shield, I get the lightning walker, frost walker, and fire walker. The fire walker, of course, helps with the flame blast and the boots. So I don't really think it's not worth to take it, since it also gives me some resistance, which I barely need. Elemental Overload is good to get the chain started off. We have the extra curse here, of course. We get the Serenity here. We get the Celestial Judgment, the Celestial Punishment, Elementalist, and the Amplify. We got Wall Pack down here, Charisma. We have to take this point here. We also have to take this point here. We could maybe let one of them go, but yeah, I still want enough mana. It's still kind of expensive to go with the Flame Blast. As you can see, I can just barely get it to 10 stack before I run out of mana. So I feel I found the sweet point, like the sweet point for it for now. We get some extra resist over here. We get the elemental damage here. I have tried like with Cheola's neck, the upgraded Cheola's neck. A 6% with my current gear is still better than a 5 and a 4% life. So it was not really worth for me to take the other 2 nodes here. But that's basically my tree. Right now I'm building up to getting the flash nodes again. I did have them earlier when I was just farming Dried Lake, but when I switched I want some more ES. So I took those nodes away. Actually, when I got the double curse, I think I had to take them away. Like for end game, when you literally have too many KS to use, getting a +1 curse on an amulet would be amazing. Getting a +1 on gloves would be amazing. And of course 21 gems. And that would basically be it. That's the only thing I can really think of for that I would aim for when I really had nothing else to get. I've been clearing up to 81 maps without any issues. The mobs die really fast. The defense feels great. The mobs are just so slow because of the temporal change, and they're frozen half the time. And if suddenly something hits you, you have a couple of seconds of Immortal Call. So it feels really safe. It's a lot of fun to do. But anyways, guys, this is my take on Autobomber. I hope you liked this video. If there's anything you think I can improve upon, just let me know. And you guys have a great day. Bye.